It's part of the show I didn't really advertise, nor am I overly thrilled about it. You see, what's happened is YouTube has decided to cancel my show, despite the fact that it's beating every other late-night show on the internet, and it's all Trump's fault. And now I'm going to make a completely cringe video where you get secondhand embarrassment from me. No, actually I'm not. I am kidding about the Trump and the YouTube part anyway. I have decided to take a break from this, my primary YouTube channel. Or more accurately, I'm taking an intermission. I did this once before when I was caring for my mom because things got too time-consuming for me to do anything with the channel. Something similar is happening with that right now. It is basically 3 projects happening basically at the same time. And I wish I could talk about them, but I can't. One of them I'll never talk about. Old Trekkies who were around during the days of FidoNet will understand what I am saying when I say that one of my projects is a Zorch. It'll just happen, and no one will ever know. The others I may be able to talk about once they've run their course. And then again, I may not. I don't know. But for the moment, I must keep them secret. It is my own personal NDA. I may on occasion decide to drop a pearl of wisdom here or there as a prepared video, but I can't guarantee it. These projects are simply very time-consuming. I am, however, going to remain active on my second channel, the Tales from SYL Ranch Darkroom, which is at SYL Darkroom, or you can get a link to it right in my description box below. Over there, I produce what I call remastered videos, although that's a bit of sensationalism. I don't actually remaster anything. I use Topaz Labs Video AI software. A link to that in my description box below. I got a lot of links today. I use it to upscale videos to 4K and 60 frames per second. I now have some 317 videos at the moment, with one being released at least once a week. I am currently working on the 1941 movie serial, The Adventures of Captain Marvel. And in fact, Chapter 5, The Scorpion Strikes, dropped today at 9 p.m. Eastern. Link to that in my description box below. I'm releasing one episode per week every Friday, just as you would have seen them if you'd been going to the movies on Friday night, beginning in April of 1941. I am thrilled to say that because of the advances that Topaz Video AI has made, these are the hands-down best versions of these serial episodes on the entire planet. There are lots of channels that have uploaded them because they're in the public domain, but most of them are at best 640 by 480 resolution. Saying, I will see you in the darkroom, yeah, sounds somewhat naughty. Well, you know, I'm not against it. But anyway, these other channels, they have much, much lower resolution. There are no masters for these episodes, only ancient videotapes that were eventually converted to digital. My versions look better than when people saw them on a screen in 1941. And I'm also happy to make the same claim about my versions of the 1940s Fleischer Superman cartoons. The first one of them, Mad Scientist, is absolutely gorgeous and remains probably the best video on that channel. Link to it in my description box below. However, after I'm done with Captain Marvel, I'm going to go back and do another remaster of those cartoons, because Topaz Video AI's models have improved since I made them, and I've no doubt that I'll be able to improve on the cartoons themselves. Because nothing in the Tales from SYL Ranch Darkroom is ever considered finished. I go back and I'll redo a clip if I like it, again, whenever I think the AI model has improved to the point where it maybe demands it. I also do clips from movies and TV series, as well as occasional entire public domain films. If you've ever wanted to see Plan 9 from outer space in glorious 4K and 60 frames per second, now is your chance. Link to it in my description box below. So, why can I continue to remain active in the darkroom, but not here? Answer's pretty simple. A couple of years ago, I invested in a dedicated rendering computer. Its sole job is to render upscaled and frame interpolated videos. And I have to do very little work beyond finding clips and films, throwing them into Topaz Video AI, and waiting while my rendering computer turns into a space heater. After that, it's maybe an hour making a thumbnail and some ad copy and posting it. It doesn't take me any real time. So I would certainly ask you, go to my SYL Ranch Darkroom, at SYL Ranch Darkroom, channel, and subscribe to that sucker as well. The content is very heavy on science fiction, fantasy, horror, superheroes, and other related genres. Although, since public domain is really important, sometimes I can post entire films like Plan 9. I've got 2 or 3 public domain ones over there. I will miss doing my content here, but the projects that I'm working on will have to take precedence. My Zorch project is something that, well, when it comes out, people will notice. They won't know what it is, but it's a Zorch project. I can never speak of it again. This is the only time you'll ever speak. The others, they're important projects, and I can't talk about them now. I'll leave it at that. None of them will take forever. I will be back. I may come back with a different sort of host. It'll be me. Hey, Starseeds Player, how's it going? Came in just in time for me to close out the stream. I may be back with a different kind of host. I am starting to experiment with photorealistic 3D avatars. And the reason I'm doing that is because I learned a long time ago that YouTube's major user base is young. Tweens, teens, people getting into college, and after that you start to have real world concerns that keep you off of YouTube. So I have to kind of aim things. Thank you very much, Starseeds Player, for subbing to the Darkroom. Thank you. Appreciate that very much. I may come back with a 3D digital avatar that's photorealistic. I'm investigating these things. And I may do that because, look at me. I found a new beard dye, by the way, that dyes my beard a little closer to my real original hair color. But otherwise, for the people who are actually watching YouTube, I look like their grandfather at best. And that's not really what they want to see. I long ago did some research and discovered that really, if you want to have some level of success, your best chance is if you are charismatic, young, attractive, female, and a gamer. I may come back with a digital avatar through which I will speaking my own words, but be young, attractive, and female. I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. But after doing this for almost 10 years now, and seeing, I don't remember how many subs I have. It's not that many. The subs I have and the views I get are so small that I have to attribute this to some extent to the fact that I'm an old man comparatively, and that's not who people on YouTube want to watch. You, my dedicated viewers, I love you. Mwah. Thank you very much. The fact that you will watch an old man like me talk means the world to me. But I have to think in terms of what would it be like if my words were coming, same words, exact same content, but coming out of an attractive young female with a cowboy hat instead of an old man with a cowboy hat. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just kicking it around. But I am not shutting down the channel. This is just an intermission. So, I guess that's all the time that I have tonight for this episode of the Late Stardate. If you want to follow me on X, I am always at SYL Ranch. And as Starseeds Player did, thank you, Starseeds Player. Please sub to my second channel, the Tales from SYL Ranch Darkroom, because new content will continue to be uploaded there while this channel takes into intermission. And again, that's at SYL Darkroom, linked in the description box below. I'll probably also be mirroring that content, or at least some of it, on the Rumble channel with the same name. Yeah, see you later, Starseeds Player. I'm nearly there, but it's mostly older people are drunks, druggies. Yeah, well, that's why it'd be different. I'm just kicking it around. But a lot of the Darkroom stuff I may mirror over to Rumble, because Rumble does not seem to as aggressively police copyright for clips. And I've got one over there that I really like. I wish I could. I'll see if I can find the link to it and put it after the fact in my already extremely crowded comment description. But I have one over there that I really like because it's a cameo. Nobody remembers this who isn't old enough to have lived through it. But Buster Crabbe, the first guy who played Buck Rogers in Buck Rogers movie serials of the 1930s, actually had a cameo in the 1980 Buck Rogers serial as Brigadier Gordon. Because not only did Buster Crabbe play Buck Rogers, he also played Flash Gordon. So he has a cameo. And I took the scenes, edited them together in which he's there, tried to upload it on YouTube, and Universal went, no, you don't either. And so I went over to Rumble. Rumble was fine. So I'll see if I can't find the link to at least that thing on there. I'm probably going to mirror over there so that we can, get some content that maybe you wouldn't be able to see here. Right now, I am seeing a ton of views on a video that I did that is, it's this horrific, just, cringe, secondhand embarrassment thing that they did on The Late Show called The Vaccine, and it's just horrifying. But with The Late Show being canceled, I'm starting to see more views on that. It's actually one of my highest viewed videos anyway, but I'm starting to see a lot of views on that, and people are going, oh my God, how terrible. And the other night, Bill Maher decided to get into the act and did his own serious cringe work that I then did a remaster on, posted it, and they said, no, you don't either. And so, well, okay, I'm going to put that sucker over on Rumble because they don't care. So, as I say, I guess, thank you very much for watching the Late Stardate, because it's always late somewhere in the world. And watch for my return, because this is an intermission. It's not an ending. I'll be back. And I'm your host, Bill Stone.
Ultimate power in this world has always been one simple thing: the control and manipulation of minds.